Says adding you now.
Come on, man.
About time.
Come on, man.
Let me turn this Zoom off. Quit Zoom.
Let me put this Zoom.
Why I work on mine and not yours? That's crazy. I can't hear you. It says that you have to join with either video or audio. So I can't hear you. Oh, I hear you now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Jeez Louise, this is crazy.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my
What is
God.
going on?
Jesus Christ, man. Oh
If they
my God.
would have known what we done been through to get on this live, man, this has been an act of God.
Come on,
for sure.
Man. I'm about to go crazy with this new soundboard now.
Hey, I know that's right.
All right, so before I start, what's up, y'all? I just want y'all to know it ain't my fault. We were supposed to start 8 o'clock yesterday. It's her fault, man. She said she just got off work. She just said she got off work and she looking crazy. We got to do it tomorrow. Then she said she was on a dinner date. I had to wait for them to bring the check to start it. They took like 30 minutes to bring her check out.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take it.
Oh my God, man. All right, so I forgot. Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. I got it. While I'm getting my thoughts together, just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? My name is Brianna Moore. I am a serial entrepreneur, real estate investor, travel nurse. I do a lot of stuff. I own a lab, and I am very much so into building wealth. So when it comes down to money and finances and things like that, I was never a person who grew up with a ton of money. And the propaganda around me, people telling me like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to work 2 jobs to make money, or you got to work more and spend less to spend money. You can't buy a certain amount of coffee per day, whatever. That advice was all wrong, but that's the advice that I've been getting. They said, go to school, get a good job, make good grades. I did that and I was still broke. So my story is one of ambition, it's one of healing, and it's one of grit and determination. Something that they don't necessarily talk about in school. So now I'm here to kind of share my story, especially to the Black community, because they said we go have a net worth of 0 by 2054. So I'm trying to do my part to influence the Black community and try to see where we at, where we, you know what I'm saying, where we going wrong in this process, because at the end of the day, we got to kind of look at ourselves too. I mean, it's 6.6% of people in America are millionaires. That's not a huge percent. 18% of Black Americans are invested in the stock market. And 40% of Black people are homeowners compared to 70% of our white counterparts. So yeah, we can go and say that that's due to systemic racism and things like that. And we can dive into that a little bit as well. But, at some point we do have to kind of take accountability for the information that we have. Because at the end of the day, like 300 years ago, wealth was built around land, acres. And then after that, it was built around industries, innovators, people who created things and sold them. And now wealth is built around information. So the difference between now and then is that back then it was contained, right? If you had 23 acres, you just had 23 acres. If you had a business, you just had a business, and you had overhead and you had profits and things like that. Now information is infinite. Like, you can go online and research whatever you want. The playing field has been leveled in that way. So we got to take advantage of it by reading, writing, and a lot of people say like, oh, I'm trying to get to where you are and things like that, because I do have a good amount of savings, and I've done a real estate flip, which made me some money. But it took me 3 years to get to this place. Like, and this is a opportune time for me to do this interview with you, because actually yesterday was my last day as a full-time employee at my job. So my investments have created a space for me to be able to not work but still make money and still have cash flow. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't want to have to work for anybody. When I started, so my background is I'm a nurse, registered nurse. And when COVID hit, it really showed me that I ain't really want to do it no more. I worked in ICU for a while, so I saw a lot of people die every single day, and you don't really understand the toll that it has on you. So, like, I don't know if you're familiar with PTSD with veterans and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in a war and you were a veteran, and you might, you know what I'm saying, this might have happened 10 years ago when you was in the war. You at home, somebody dropped something on the floor, your kid make a loud noise, boy, you on the floor, you like, oh shit, bombs over Baghdad. That's how I feel. That's how I feel at the hospital. It's literally PTSD when I walk in there. So people will say like, oh, well, you can still be a nurse and you can still do this and you can still work in healthcare. No, I can't. Like, so, but what else can I do? Because nursing gives you autonomy. You make your own decisions. You don't have nobody telling you what to do because you're the manager of your patient and your care and the interdisciplinary team. So when you come from that and then you try to look on Indeed for a job, it ain't really nothing that I'm trying to do. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got to figure out a different way. So now I've created cash flow based off of my investments and the ownership that I have in my business, and also just kind of like moving and grooving with the Lord. Like, I'm on straight faith right now. And the thing about, I was just talking to somebody about this. I feel like Black people, we are superhuman. Like, at the end of the day, we literally just got to trust in God and do it. But a lot of people, like, God will give you a vision and you won't execute on it because you feel like you're not worth it. But I feel like that's the gift that we have in God. You literally just have to exist, be a good person, and go about your life. Do your research, of course, because faith without works is dead. And execute, and things will work out for you. So that's pretty much who I am. That's my mission, and that's my introduction.
All right, so the first thing I want to ask you about, you said you got a lab. The first thing I thought about was meth lab, but I know you ain't talking about no.
Wait a minute.
I know you ain't talking about no meth lab. What kind of lab you get?
No, not a meth lab. No, everything is compliant with the IRS and the government and things like that. So basically, I have a lab. It's called Any Lab Test now, and we are able to draw any blood work that you need without a doctor's order. And why that's important is because it's a lot of people that go to the hospital with issues that doctors kind of write off. And I'll give you an example of something that happened recently. I had a friend who felt like something autoimmune was going on with her. She felt like she might have had lupus or something. Lupus is very hard to diagnose. She went to her doctor and said, I feel like I have lupus. Like, I'm tired. And they kind of wrote it off as her being overworked and not eating right. She came to us, told us her symptoms. We like, okay, cool. We got an arthritis panel that will tell you if you're having an autoimmune reaction. She got the panel from us, even though her doctor wouldn't order it, got it from us. It came back that, yeah, she is having an autoimmune reaction to something. Now her provider, she took those results to her doctor, and now they're treating her for lupus. So we're kind of that missing piece in healthcare that people don't know about. People don't know that they can run their own labs. And as a nurse that I know that like a lot of the diagnoses and things that you get are based off of blood work. Like, let's just say you feel like you might have something going on with your prostate. You can come in and get a prostate lab work. You feel like you got an allergy to something. You can come in and get allergy testing. You can come in and get a paternity test. You can come in and get a drug test. Literally any test that you want, you can come and get it from us without a doctor's order. And that's kind of that's the type of lab that we do. So a lot of the labs we run in-house. A lot of the labs we send out. We got over 8,000 tests. So whatever you feeling like, if you feel like you in menopause and you just want to double check, or you feel like you have a certain type of illness, that, you know, a heart condition or whatever, you want to get it checked out before it becomes a problem, you come to us, we'll draw the lab for you, send your results directly to you.
Oh, that's fine. I get lab work, blood work like every other week now. That's crazy. I got a lab order.
Yeah. So we have some contracts with occupational industries such as Dominion, who sends their contractors out. Every time they do a site change, every time they have a worker that goes out and has to do work for them on some type of contractor, they have to get a drug test. And every time that contractor goes to a different site, they have to get another drug test. So we do a lot of occupational drug testing. There's a paternity test that shows if the person is the father while the woman is still pregnant. We do a lot of those. It's a slew of things. It's a lot of issues that people have, such as irritable bowel syndrome, or like other gut issues that doctors don't necessarily know how to diagnose. Most of the time it's because of your diet. We have a stool test that we can test your stool and literally tell you the significance of your microbiome and what will help you out the best. Pharmacogenetics, we can literally sit here and draw your labs and tell you what psych medication can help you out the best based on your DNA. Like, it's so many things out here. And as an ICU nurse, like, I've seen people die from illnesses that could have been prevented. So I feel like I'm now being put in this space to prevent these things. And it's a good feeling. So I always ask God, like, hey, just put me in a position to help your people. And I don't know what that meant, but now I'm in a position. So, like, I am the owner of this lab. 1/3 of the owners, 2 other owners. I own majority of the lab. And I'm the CFO, so the chief financial officer. I handle the finances. And the other 2 owners, one is the CEO, one is the COO. So we all kind of work together to keep it going.
You said you're a travel nurse. What kind of traveling you be doing?
Travel nurse. So I've been to UVA, that's Charlottesville. And the significance. Yeah, and the significance of that is when I was a nurse at the hospital, a staff nurse, the highest amount of money I made was probably like $60,000 a year. So that might be like $2,000 or $3,000 every 2 weeks. When I got this travel nurse contract to go to UVA, they offered me $3,000 a week. So, so that's clutch. And I stepped out on faith, left my job, didn't even have a travel assignment scheduled. But when I left my job, and this is why I say, like, Black people, we are magical. We can literally manifest something. I was saying to God every single day, I want to be rich. I would write it down. I am rich. I would write it down so much people would start handing me the sticky notes that I was writing out. Hey, is this yours? Like, I was writing it down that often that people knew if they saw something that had money on it, they would hand it back to me. So wrote those things down. I did a contract at UVA for 13 weeks. My next contract, I told my recruiter, I'm like, bro, I want to go to Atlanta. I want to be with my people, like somewhere. I want to go where Black people at. She said, all right, well, I got a contract, but it's in Missouri. Like, what? However, that contract was $6,000 a week. So did that for a year, saved up my money, came home, bought 3 houses, rented 2 out, and also became owner of the lab. So, you know, a lot of people say, like, well, how do I get money? How do I get to where you at? Whatever. I wish I could tell everyone to become a travel nurse and make a lot of money. But honestly, that was a once in a lifetime type of opportunity due to COVID, because there was so much help needed. And that's what I did with my money. And I could have tricked it off and did a bunch of stuff. But I literally stayed down till I came up. Like, I didn't buy no clothes. I didn't buy no shoes. I was in straight scrubs. Like, every single day.
Game or something in the background?
My mama cooking some chitlins, so
okay.
She cutting the oven off now. My bad, but yeah. So that's pretty much how I made my money. Huh? What's wrong with you, mama? Oh my gosh.
You said you saving. What you saving for?
I'm not saving right now. I was saving when I was a travel nurse, but I was saving to invest. So I was putting so much money in the stock market. And you know them stimulus checks that we got? I put that in an Apple stock. So when I bought that stock, it was $165. Now it's $225. So I done doubled my money that I put into that. So I literally was investing so heavily because I knew it would pay off. But back then, I'm riding in the Honda Accord, the no hub caps on the jump, the ceiling is, the headliner is gone. So people, I'm riding around, people thinking I'm working at McDonald's. So, you know, that comes down to it too. Like, when you really doing what you're supposed to do, when you really out here getting money, you ain't got to be flashy, you ain't got to be fly. You just stay down till you come up, make it, you know what I'm saying, spend your money on things that actually make you money. I hate spending my money on things that don't make me money, because we learned that money is kind of like a voucher. You get money and then you go spend it. But nah, money is a tool. You get money and you put that to work, because guess what? Your money don't get sick. Your money don't call out. Your money don't have family emergencies. Your money don't ever have to go to a funeral. Put them to work, and they're going to work for you forever. And that's kind of what I like.
I ain't even gonna lie. You're a good speaker. Your speaking skills is A1.
oh, thank you. That means a lot to me.
For real, you'll be a fire car salesman.
Hey, Honda Accord 2024 on sale all day. You feel me?
All right. So would you consider yourself a hustler or a lucky worker?
Definitely. I think that you have to have a hustle mentality in order to get ahead. You got to have that grit and that grind, determination in you. However, as Black people in business, I feel like we keep that hustle mentality. You can't be a hustler forever, because at the end of the day, your business has to work for you. Like a hustler, if you hustling, you doing everything. You the point guard for everything. You answering the phones, you booking the appointments, you creating the merch. At some point, and I feel like what we have an issue with outsourcing. So like nowadays, yeah, I used to hustle, but now I have three employees that run the lab for me. So I ain't even gotta be there to make money. But of course, that increases the overhead expenses. So no, I'm not a hustler right now. I'm a businesswoman, and I act as such because when you have other people in place, doing the job that you've automated for them, you're able to go out and get more business and go into different avenues and do more things that can produce you more cash flow. So I think that you can start as a hustler, but ultimately you want to end as a boss. A boss and a hustler is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like the boss don't necessarily have to be in the business to make money. I'd rather get paid on the back end than the front end. Hustlers want to get paid on the front end. On the back end, it's so much better. It's so much better because you done looked at the overhead, you done looked at the profit, you done paid everybody off, but your systems are so tight to the point where you know how much you finna make every month, and it's gonna get bigger and bigger every month. But this is not something that you just jump into. You can't just jump into being a boss. Like you got to put that grind and that grit and determination in the beginning, because if you don't understand what it is to build up to that success, because people feel like success is a microwave. No, it's a pot of boiling water. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta boil with it. You can't just hop in and start doing stuff. Just imagine if Tyler Perry gave you his empire right now. Would you know how to run it? No.
No.
No. But he does, because he literally started in his car, and now he owns the biggest freaking whatever film place in Atlanta. But you had to build up to that. And a lot of the actors that work for him, that are creating the income for him, are very happy with the type of money that he gets. So would I say Tyler Perry is a hustler? I would say that he was a hustler, but now,
yeah,
he's a businessman. It's two different things.
So if I came to you and I told you, all I got is $500 to my name, how do I make this shake? What advice would you give me?
$500. So it would have to depend on how long you want, how quick you want your money back. Because building
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay. So it's a website called Printify. You have a big following, so you able to create, and you creative. So you able to go to Printify.com, put your design on a t-shirt. I think your John said ex porn star or something like that. I don't know. Go ahead to Chat GPT, type in what Logan could I put on a t-shirt that would say something about being an ex porn star that would get the people's attention. They will generate a response for you, put that on the t-shirt, create it on Printify for free. This is all free. Put it out to your followers and let them know, hey, we got a sale on these t-shirts, 30% off. Sell them for $40 each. And you ain't even had to spend that $500 for real. So it kind of
I'll let you tell us, Sauce, because I'm already on Shopify,
okay,
Printify, all that stuff. So pretend it's not me. Like,
okay,
like a random person.
Okay, $500. Let me see. The only thing I can say, I can't tell you how to flip 500 in a week, because it took me 2
weeks.
2 weeks. It took me 2 years to flip money. So
1 month.
1 month. Only thing I would say is sales. You got to get out there and you got to sell something. You got to figure out, like, no, no.
Okay.
No, this is all legal over here. So that's why I'm like, I don't really know how to flip it in that week, because I'm a long-term investor. So, and that's the thing, is like, we want this fast money, but like, that's not how you keep money. The faster you get it, the faster it go away. So
that's
I would
how
say,
use libido, for real. Because people out here be struggling. They don't be knowing what to do. They need something like a quick fix, or they gonna get evicted or something.
Yeah, but if you got a quick fix, you got to look at what got you into that quick fix. Why are you to the point where you struggling to pay your rent? Like, is it your job? Are you not going to work? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, what things in your life are you doing that's prohibiting you from making the amount of money that you need? because it's unemployment out here. You can file for unemployment and get $300 a week. You ain't got to pay for that. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It depends on where you are in life, but because my investing style is stocks, crypto, and real estate. So I could easily go out here and be like, oh yeah, go start trading stocks and stuff. You will lose that $500 quick. But if I say, bro, put that $500 in a high yield savings account, and then every single month after that, put $50 in there. Sometimes you got to figure out how to do it, whether that's getting a better job, whether that's learning a skill. Because with fast money and things like that, I'm thinking of strippers, I'm thinking of selling drugs. That's really the only ways that I can think of how to get fast money, unless you got a rich daddy somewhere that's going to put you onto a job. I don't know. It's all long term for me.
All right, so my main way, I honestly feel like everybody got a story. I honestly feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just write a book
mm-hmm.
and sell it. Like literally go on Google. I went on Google how to write it. All right, this for everybody that's saying, how you write a book? I'm kind of starting to hate that question for that. Because I tell them how to do it and they still don't do it. I literally packed my suitcase in the one book bag in my drone and I moved to Bali.
You teaching me something, because I don't know about this. All I know is about, investing in the, the traditional ways, but you talking about something completely different. Like, you done created your own lane, and it might be other people that's doing what you do, but I haven't heard nobody break it down like that. So kudos to you. Like, that's what's up. And so you made that
do it
in 2 weeks.
And you can, in my old life, I used to be a drug dealer. I already went to prison, got indicted, did my time and everything. Okay. But that's the closest thing to selling drugs, because you can make your own price.
Somebody said, my cousin said, why you got a ski mask on?
It's just a branding thing. I like wearing a ski mask. Got the ski mask, got the card. That's why I wish it was on my page so I could read the comments. I can't see no comments.
Oh man.
I can't see one comment. It's cool though, man. It's cool. It's cool.
That's what's up, true. Because people ask me that all the time, and I'm not one to be like, oh, this how you do it in 2 weeks. I don't know that game. I have no idea. Like the type of
game, I'm nervous because I done lost money in your game. I'm like, nah, I need something that's tangible. Like your game, I ain't no disrespect to your game, but that seemed like not the Traveling Nurse game. That seemed fire. I love that game. But the stocks and stuff, that seemed like a gamble. Like you just rolling a dice to me for real.
The stocks, when it comes to stocks, I would say it's a long-term hold. If you're not willing to hold on to a stock for at least 5 to 10 years, then you don't even need to need to get into it. Like if you need some quick money, then you don't need to do that. And if you need quick money that bad, then you don't have enough money to invest in the stock market. But I put, like I said, I had my stimulus check. I put that in the stock market when Apple was 165. 3 years later, it's 225. So you make your money from that. Real estate, I just did a flip on real estate. And but the thing with real estate is it takes a lot of money to make money. It takes a lot of money. So I bought a house for 130 and ended up just flipping it for 200. So that's a $70,000 profit. But what you don't see is the amount of money that it takes to renovate. So I bought a house for 130, spent $30,000 on the renovation, put 20 put 20% down, which was another 30,000. So I got the 30,000 I'm all in 30,000 at this point, because the 30,000 that I spent on the renovation, and a lot of people don't know this too, the bank will reimburse you for that $30,000 depending on what type of loan that you have. So really, I'm all in for 30,000, made 70, my profit was 40. So that's why I say, like, I don't really know how to do it. I don't really know how to do a quick flip, because all I know and all I've studied is long term, because that's more money on the back end. You know what I'm saying? You put a lot of money.
YouTube?
Oh yeah, for sure. YouTube, if you got a following. But my thing is, like, I've been on social media consistently for not long, maybe like probably 3-4 months, and it's hard to get a following on there. So if you have content like I love your brand, you got the ski mask, you got the sunglasses, you know what I'm saying, and you have a loyal audience, like, yeah, you would do very well on YouTube. But somebody like me who's not really that known, nowhere.
See, I'm glad you said that. Everybody starts from zero. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
And you gotta like the way you talk. It's an art to this, for real. I'm about to give you the free sauce right here.
For sure.
It's some people get lucky and just jump out the gate, but it's really a skill to this. You gotta talk. You gotta be captivating. You gotta be talking about something in particular. You gotta be moving with a purpose. You can't just be making a bunch of crazy different topics. What you talking about? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm 0% interested in them fields. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I hate real estate. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But you just made it seem so cool. Like, you made me want to try it again.
Yeah.
And you can talk about the traveling nurse. That's sweet. Like, just traveling, just telling people how you did it. Because it's people that want to do it, but they don't know where to start. Because most people just, I hate to say this, but most people, they trash. They can do exactly what you can do, but they just got to take this step. Like, even me, I'm in a situation right now. Somebody said, you can get a felony moved off your record. You just got to do this and do this and do this. And I'm thinking to myself, I can easily do it, but why haven't I done it? And then people that's I'm just being lazy. Well, people that's lazy is the reason other people get paid, because they can just I can pay somebody to do it, or I can pay somebody to tell me how to do it, just walk me through it, versus me getting on Google. It's all on what you want to do for real. You really made me want to. When I say I hate real estate, man, it's crazy, because I be telling people don't do real estate. It's to that point, but you made me want to tell them go ahead and do it.
Real estate is one of the easiest ways to build wealth in this country, because I'll tell you, like, I bought a house.
We about to talk about real estate. This is about to be fire.
I love real estate. Like, real estate has. Hold
on. I'm gonna be a pessimist quick, and you're gonna be the other. I'm gonna be on this shoulder. You're gonna be on this shoulder.
Okay.
I tell people don't do real estate unless you're gonna be renting it out. Like, I tell them don't own no house unless you're gonna be renting it out, or unless you got a whole bunch of properties. Because if you just got one, and then I tell them that's gonna kind of take away your freedom. Because if you own it, can't your house still get taken from you over like some miscellaneous?
Yeah, if you don't pay your mortgage.
See, that's
if you
crazy.
Don't pay your mortgage, but that's just like
but it's yours. You bought it though.
No, it's yours. Meaning that, okay, so this is how it goes. So you get a house, right? And I'm gonna just give my house for an example. I bought my house 2 years ago for $285 or something like that. I went through a mortgage company to get my house, meaning that I signed a contract that said that no, I don't have $285,000 in my account, but I know y'all do, and I'm gonna pay y'all monthly for me to own this house. That means that I have access to the equity. And the thing is, I bought my house for $285. It's now worth $330.
Was you living in it?
Yeah, I live in it. Okay. This is the house I'm in right now, my townhouse. And then another thing, well, I'll get into that later. So I have the equity. So $330,000, I only paid $285 for my house, and my mortgage is like $1,800 per month. So yeah, if I don't pay for it, it's gonna be the banks. That's just like if I loan you money for something and you don't pay me back, or if somebody loan you money, they don't pay you back. Yeah, you finna take it from them. Like, it's the same. It works the same way. So I think that it's okay for some people to rent. If you don't have access to the money to buy a house, then you shouldn't buy a house. However, either way, whether you living in an apartment or a house, you're paying somebody's mortgage. And the thing is, when you living in a house, your mortgage can't fluctuate like that. If you renting, your rent could be $1,200 this month, and then they could go up to $1,800 in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't have that stability. Good. You don't have that stability.
So who you call? If some break, you gotta fix it though, don't you?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I have but that's responsibility though. That's responsibility.
I'd rather call the landlord and be like, "Yo, the refrigerator this broke, the dryer broke," and then put a new one.
Let me tell you this, because I do have a rental property. Okay, so my rental property, when I first bought the rental property, I had a tenant in there. She pays $1,200 a month. Okay.
Jeez.
My mortgage is $600. Okay.
That's
So
a flip.
my mortgage, so I make $600 a month off of this. So if something breaks, I done already made $14,000 for the year. 9 times out of 10, if something breaks, it's not gonna be $14,000. Either way, I'm up. And also, this is a little hack too. I rent her washer and dryer. I pay $50 a month to rent her washer and dryer. The only issue that she's had in her house is when her washer and dryer stopped working. So what I did is I called the washer and dryer company and said, hey, can y'all fix y'all stuff? They went out there within 24 hours and fixed it. I didn't have to pay nothing else because that's theirs. But also, you got to know people. Like, you have to know your contract. If you know a contractor that can, everybody know a handyman. Like, you can go in there and I think I needed when I bought the house, it needed a new O-ring for the toilet. She had some issues, like her water wasn't coming out hot or the pressure was low. I know a handyman right now that can fix that joint for $20. All right, I'm going to send him over there. You know what I'm saying? And do that. Yeah, it's really not that. People think it's expensive to get stuff fixed in the house, but also that's the reason why I bought a new construction house, because I already knew I wanted to be the first one that lived in my house. And also I have an HOA that covers the exterior of the house, so I don't got to worry about lawn work. I ain't got to worry about if anything happens on the exterior. They got that. The insurance company got the roof, and I have condo insurance, so if anything breaks inside of the house, then they can fix it. But usually I don't like to call the insurance company because it's a lot cheaper for you to get it fixed yourself. So yeah, I mean, people that deters people from it, but no.
That was one of the things you walked me off the ledge with that. I ain't even gonna lie, because that was one of the things that 100% deter me. And another thing that deter me is I'm just sick of niggas. I'm sick of people. Right. I don't really want to deal with people, man.
Okay, so
like complaining.
Me too.
Man,
me too. So listen, this is what I do about that. So the thing is, I don't have time to be chasing people down for rent money. I don't have time to be calling you, you know what I'm saying, asking certain questions about why this isn't done and why that ain't done. The thing is, I make enough money from my rental property to where I feel okay with hiring a property manager. My tenant my tenant was in court the other day. I had no idea. Had no idea. The property manager handled it all. Got all of my rent money because she hadn't paid for 2 months. I got my rent money back after they finished court, and she paid the court fees. They handled all of it. I paid them 10%, and that was it. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to deal with people, go ahead and hire a property manager. And with my property manager already know. If it's less than $500, don't call me. Just spend it. If it's an issue going on with the house, I don't know, HVAC, if it's an HVAC or something like that, call me, because that's $7,000, and we gonna have to come up with a plan to fix that. But if it's something small, they don't bother me for anything. I don't even remember my tenant's name most of the time, because I don't have to deal with it. So yeah, that's another. Fire. But that's getting out of that hustle mentality too, because if I was a hustler, I'd be like, oh no, I'm not paying nobody 10% to manage this property. I'm gonna do it myself. But with me, I'm like, bro, my energy can be used somewhere else. I'm not gonna be stressing over this girl not paying rent. I'm not gonna be stressing over things breaking. I'm gonna just pay these people 10% of the money that she's paying anyway. And honestly, next year I can raise the rent by 10% anyway to cover that fee. And she's paying my HOA fee as well, which is tax deductible. Can I talk about the taxes real quick?
Yeah.
Because when you have a rental property, all of your renovations are tax deductible. Okay, so if something breaks in that house, baby, you're getting it back. Like, it's everything. The HOA fee is tax deductible. My tenant covers the utilities, but if I was paying for the utilities, the water, the gas, the electricity, all of that is tax deductible. So you just write it off on your taxes, and you get a nice tax bill. And a lot of times, a lot of people who have enough money, who are rich or wealthy, sometimes they will find somebody like me to invest their money with them. Why? Because I do real estate. Because people that have money not worried about making money, what you think they're worried about?
I think they're worried about respect, man.
No. Yes, respect. But if you already make enough money, you worried about getting a tax break.
Okay.
How you go get a tax break if you already make money? You invest in a rental property with some flip houses, because you get the depreciation from that property on your taxes. So yeah, you can go out and make $1 million in your business, but guess what? You could be taxed on that million if you invest with somebody like me. Go ahead and write that $50,000 off on this renovation that we did, and you get a nice tax bill back. So these are the things that we don't necessarily know as people of color, in the way that things work, but we also haven't been taught these things. So I don't like to deter people from investing in real estate, because it's the easiest way to build wealth in America.
I ain't gonna do it no more. I mean, I might still do it, but I ain't gonna be loud with it. I ain't gonna be like, don't do it.
Right. Yeah. No, it's all a strategy. It's all a strategy.
And the last thing is, all right, so when I moved to Bali, I'm living in a villa. I get free breakfast. I wake up in the morning. I literally go outside in my front yard, get a coconut off the tree and drink the coconut.
Okay.
It's a beach 2 blocks away. I get my laundry done. 2 weeks of laundry for $6. All that, everything included for $480 a month. So I was thinking, I was weighing my options. You just said $1,200 a month, and I was like, yeah. And I'm renting. I ain't on it.
Right.
So imagine if I owned it, but I will rent that for life with everything included.
Yeah.
What? And I like it don't be no views in the city. I like tropical views, man.
Yep.
And I just was like, nah, the real estate in America is trash. That's what I was thinking. And that's another thing that deterred me. But everybody not gonna just get on a plane and move. Because people say, I got a kid, I got a job, blah, 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 blah.
But the thing is like, you can't just get into something. You got to have your training wheels on first.
I just jumped out there.
You can, yeah. Which you can, and people think that I just jump out there and do things as well. But before I made my first real estate deal, I studied real estate for 2 years. So when the opportunity came, I was ready, because coincidence is when opportunity meets preparation. You have literally prepared this for yourself. You've done this in your mind so many times that when the opportunity comes, you don't let it pass. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a ton of opportunities that passed me. I just looked at a property I was gonna get 6 months ago that was $200,000. It's now worth $300,000. I could have made a quick $100,000 real quick off of that. But it's like, when you don't jump on these opportunities and you don't trust yourself, then you don't go out there and do it. But the opportunities are there. You just got to go out there and get it. But I do have a question about Bali, because my mom and I were interested in moving out there.
Go!
How much it costs to get out there? How much the plane ticket?
My first plane ticket was $999. I'll never forget.
Wow. So you got a job out there?
Nope. I do this.
You do your podcast. Okay.
I sell my book.
Your book, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's easy. You can go out, you can pay rent for a year for like $7,000 for the whole year.
Wow.
It's something official.
That's what's up. Because I was looking at when my mom watching somebody on YouTube, an influencer, and he's a chef. He went out there, and he's building an apartment. Well, he's building a house, and then he's building he's a chef. So he's got the restaurant at the bottom and the house up top.
Oh my God.
I think he's paying like $100,000 for the whole thing. I was like, bro, what, $100,000 for a live-in house with a whole restaurant? Like,
what you just said, it sounded like you was giving people grace. So I'm gonna ask you, do you think what you did, your journey, most of your journey, do you think it was hard to do or easy?
Nothing in life that's worth having is easy. It's a lot of sacrifice.
See, I'm in the middle of that, because the way you walked me through it, it seemed pretty easy, the way you walked me through it. But then on the other hand, I'm thinking, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
It's not.
And then on the other hand, I'm thinking, people just gotta want to do it.
Yeah. You gotta want to do it.
People think writing a book is the hardest thing in the world. They just gotta want to do it. I feel like if you All right, so people say everybody can't just pack up and move out the country. I know everybody can't do it, but one thing I learned, and I'm a motivational speaker too. That's crazy. I don't know why people listen to me to talk, but like I said on the stage one day, I was, when I say I was just laying in my bed. I, I, I was depressed. I was mad. I was sad. I myself, I gotta go. I'm going crazy. You gotta really, really want some, but most people don't really want. You heard of Eric Thomas, the
love
preacher?
Eric Thomas.
How you say you gotta want it more than you want to breathe? Whatever he was saying, you gotta really, man. When I say you gotta really want some, man.
And I'll say too, like in order to change, you gotta get angry. You gotta get angry at your situation, and once you get uncomfortable, that's when things start to really change. Because I don't want to be, I didn't want to be a nurse anymore. I literally just took a CPR class the other day to renew it while I'm doing the motion to bring the dummy back to life. I'm seeing people that I lost from doing chest compressions. So you know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Like I got here because of grit and determination. And of course I got my degree and I worked really hard for my degree. But what happens when you have a job that's paying you a good amount of money that you don't want to do anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to find a way out. You got to pivot. So that's how I got into entrepreneurship, because I'm like, well, shoot, if I can't do this anymore, if literally going to work in the morning, I've cried before I had to go to work in the morning because I just didn't.
Oh my God.
Because I didn't want to go. I can't keep doing this to myself. Yeah, the antidepressants go numb the pain, but I don't want to be on them forever. So you got to figure out a way to do it, and that's God's way of pushing you out of a situation. Because some people think that, I'm in this situation and it's so rough and it's so hard and and the world is so hard. It's like, bro, no, that's your motivation to get up out of there. That's your motivation.
You know some of my story, or you don't?
What's that? I don't.
Like some of the track. All right, so over the past few years, right? There's no exaggerating. I'm gonna give you the timeline in order. All right, so I had to get brain surgery, and I ended up being paralyzed from the neck down. And then my grandma and dad, she literally found her dead in the backyard, in the dirt, in the rain, like literally found her on the ground. Then I was going through physical therapy and stuff. I learned how to walk again like a regular person. Then my little brother got found dead beside the house. Then I had to get another brain surgery. So it's the second time I'm literally paralyzed from the neck down, literally, like no exaggerate. Then my mom, she's died in her sleep, like this random. She was like stressed out because I'm going through all this. I guess died in her sleep.
Oh my God!
Then fast forward, I end up having to get a double hip replacement, half of my pancreas removed, then another brain surgery. So that's 4 times. Then a spinal cord surgery. I'm paralyzed from the neck down. I try to, and like now to this day, I'm on a walker or a mobility scooter now. Like man, I can't even run, jump, walk by myself no more. Then after all them tragedies, I was depressed, man. I was sad. I hate America. It's too dark. So people say, why you move out the country? I just tell. So then I just moved, and I just found peace. Cause Bali, they call it the island of healing, the island of gods. And I just be doing physical therapy all over the world now. I just did physical therapy in Spain and posted it with a Spain soccer team. What? Got the whole team standing up with me, holding me up, doing squats. Wow. So now people see me and they want to do squats. So I made that I like branded that. Or when people see me, let's do some squats, Tyrell. So they're like they gotta hold me up because I can't stand by myself. So they hold me up and we'll do like 10 squats. And then I'll make a video and everybody want to do squats now. And I just tell people, man, you just gotta want to do it. There's no excuses. And then I kill them. I say, don't let no handicap dude outdo you.
What? That's crazy.
I'm real life. I'm handicapped, like a handicapped dude. I hate it, but I'm used to it now. But
I wouldn't have known that because your confidence is so loud, you know. So
yeah,
somebody
it's
who
no
don't know you,
excuses.
I wouldn't have known that at all.
So people act like it's so hard to travel. I'd be like, you can go to Miami for like $200, man. And I just tell them, if I can travel me by myself with a walker or a mobility, like a real mobility scooter, like the X-Men, Professor X, I got a roll, like with a joystick. If I can literally travel the world with that, no, man, I ain't trying to hear no excuses, man. Get out of here.
Nah. Oh wow, yeah. That brings a different level of accountability to
Yeah.
people.
Then tell
Yeah.
people what you complaining for. No, man, no excuses, man.
That's yeah, wow. So you got a powerful story, you got a testimony. Is that what you do your speaking engagements on? Your story?
Sometimes I try not to talk about it, but it seemed like people want to hear about it. I learned, I don't know if this is true. What you think? People like pain. People like hearing about pain.
Yeah,
for
that's
some strange reason.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant, he used to say that all the time. Like your story is literally your PR. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have anything going, like if you have a business or whatever, if you don't got a good story behind it, bro, ain't nobody about to buy from you because nobody can relate to you no matter how good your product is. So yeah, it's not, I don't think it's people might like pain. I don't know. It pulls on your heartstrings. So it's not like people like it, but it's what people relate the most to. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is I post the stuff, so it's videos on my page where I'm paralyzing the neck down, and after brain surgery. I was blind for 4 days. I couldn't open my eyes for 4 days, but I can hear my family and my friends. So I'm still joking and playing, but I can't open my eyes. I can hear their voices. Man. I'm sick of niggas crying and being depressed. Somebody tell me they depressed. I say, you got 72 hours to get over. I ain't trying to sound cold or nothing. You got 72 hours to get over it, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
If anybody should be depressed, I should be depressed.
Yeah. People say, if I was you, I would have been gave up. And I just be like, I guess that's why it ain't happened to you. It happened to me.
You got a strong testimony, but that means that you're supposed to be here for some reason. Like it's still a purpose that you have to fulfill. It's still a person you got to meet. It's still a task you got to complete in whatever way, because I done seen people come in with injuries less severe than yours and did not make it out. So, and I think that's
what you think your purpose is?
Man, I think my purpose is I got a big purpose. My purpose is to empower the Black community to create our own wealth. So you know how we on an Apple phone right now. We got American made cars, and my Stylecraft built my house. We got Ryan Homes. But have you ever heard of a Black version of those things? Have you ever heard of a Black cell phone company, a Black car company? Not just a Black owned car company, Black owned car sales company, a Black person who created a car and sold it. Because when we get to these spaces of, oh, well, I want to name my kid a certain name because I want them to be able to get a job, do you really think we would have those issues if we own the jobs? So
not to sound like a pessimist, I don't think it's gonna happen, man.
What you asked what my mission was, and it's a tough one, but that's what I feel. That's what God has put on
I
me.
take that back. I ain't trying to like shoot your dreams down. Like your dreams ain't gonna happen. No. I'm talking about like overall. Yeah. I ain't racist in nothing, but man, Black people these. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a tough one, and I've had debates with people about this that feel the same way you do. I've had debates with people about this that feel differently than you do.
I done tried and tried and tried. Yeah. I'm talking about little ideas. I be having the sauce. Maybe so eat like because I be rapping too. And since I got people think I got a big following, I got a high following. But I told all the rappers in Richmond before I moved. That's another reason why I was like, I'm sick of these niggas. But I told them we all should pick a day and share each other the music. That's for free. Man, And they ain't even want to do that, man. I'm like,
yeah.
fuck.
The hardest thing that we missing right now as a culture is unity.
For what? I don't understand because I'm in tune with. I ain't trying to go deep with the Willie Lynch and all that type stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy, but my circle is sweet because on the stage one day I started freestyling. I don't know how I thought of this, but I said we keep the money in the circle. It'll always come back around to us. So it'll be random days. I might wake up to $50 cash out from one of my friends, or he'd be like, "Here, there's lunch today. There's dinner today." We randomly treat each other, and it's the importance, the flow. It's something about the flow. It's like a river. I don't know. It's like a river. Long as the river is flowing, everything is cool, and we just keep the flow going. Everybody just, well, my circle anyway.
Yeah.
We all just bless each other for no reason because we feel like.
But also, once you start vibrating on that higher energy and you really start to fulfill your purpose and you know what I'm saying, you are obedient to what higher power you believe in, things just start happening like that. Like you attract the people that you are. Like you attract your same energy. And money ain't nothing but energy. So if you giving out good energy and good vibes, this will come back to you tenfold. That's just the law of attraction.
I stay away from. I'm not even talking to a girl that don't got a passport. It's to the point. People try to say I'm Hollywood. I'm like, nah, man. People just trash. I don't want that around me, man.
Yeah. So do you mind me asking, like, how did you end up getting brain surgery?
All right, so my grandma was calling me. She was like, hold on, I gotta make this kind of funny. She was calling me. She was like, Tyrell, come here, Tyrell. So I was like, all right, I'm coming. I'm walking up the steps. While I'm walking up her steps, my feet got numb. My shins got numb. While I'm walking up the steps, everything get numb, like feet, shins, knees, thighs, hips, stomach, chest. Like a robot. I'm walking like, next thing I know, like a rope. And at the top of the steps, I can't move from the neck down. And I get nervous and I pass out. Wake up in the hospital and the doctor be like, Tyrell, you got 9 tumors on your brain.
What?
So I said, this is like random. I never knew nothing. My life was cool. I'm a lifeguard. I'm boxing, playing basketball. And just one day, he told me 9 tumors on my brain. And I asked him, how did it happen? And he said, it could have happened to anybody. Like going out, getting hit by a car, it ain't nothing you did. It's a condition called von Hippel, like a super rare condition, like 1 in 30,000 people. And I was one of the unlucky dudes, I guess. That's how I used to look at it, but damn, like it kind of changed my whole life because I went to travel the world, met certain people, been a speaker. But then I'd be thinking, would I have traded my physical for this to be handicapped, to be because I was already like a ladies man, popular dude, all that type stuff. But it's like on a whole nother level.
Is it harder to?
And literally, you can Google the medicine. It's called Welireg. Oh, you got your other phone on you right now?
Yeah.
This gonna be like a surprise. The medicine is called Welireg. WELIREG. Google how much does Welireg cost. This was crazy. Thank God I got insurance.
A 90 tablet supply can cost around $31,243.
Yeah, I ain't gonna flex though. I ain't paying that. I got insurance. I pay $2,000 a month, but still, that's crazy. And it's life or death. Like I gotta take it, or the tumor's gonna keep growing or spreading.
What?
And it was a trial drug, so I'm trying to be the spokesperson for this.
It's chemo?
No, I ain't never get no chemo. It's some brain tumor pills. And everybody can't get it, so I feel blessed every month faithfully.
Yeah.
And everybody don't even have access to it. It's just little stuff like that. Like, I'm blessed to get it. But God,
so
you
pay 2,000 for a 30-day supply.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, I feel like a sacrificial lamb at times, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you literally needed to live.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never heard of this medication.
See? And then some people got to take 3 pills a day, but it make you fatigue. The medicine make you fatigue. So they say, I'd rather not even be fatigued, so I'm not going to take it. I'd rather deal with the tumors instead.
What?
Because they talk about I learned the importance of the quality of life. Because the medicine be having me on chill. I be chilling. But I'm a naturally chill dude. Like, I took my medicine 2 hours ago, and I'm still like this. So.
Okay. I'm about to say, because you could have got real irritated about this whole podcast
No, I'm an open book. They just got my dose right, because I take 2 pills instead of 3 pills now. So.
Okay.
And I take it at night, so I ain't gonna take it in the morning where I gotta deal with it all day. I'd rather take it at night so I can just be up for like 2 or 3 hours and just lay down and just be in the bed. So
I got you. Wow. Well, shoot, I'm glad you here. I'm glad I got to meet you, and more life, man. More life. You
more
definitely
life,
killing
no
it right
excuses,
now.
man.
You killing it right now.
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm literally out here scuba diving, skydiving, snorkeling. Man, I ain't trying to hear no excuses, man. Yeah. Enough about me, though. Let me ask you the main question I ask people.
Okay.
All right, so when I say the word, just tell me the first thing that come to mind when I say the word. The first one is love.
God.
Money.
Family.
Respect.
Important.
Time.
Mandatory.
Health.
Wealth.
Freedom. I ain't try to rhyme. Freedom.
Freedom. Ownership.
And out of those, what you think is the most important to you?
Love.
Why love?
Because God is love. And God is the reason why I'm here right now. God literally ordering my steps every single day of my life. He the reason why I got these opportunities that I have. And anything that I go through, I'm cool. Like, I can't fail. Like, I can do anything. I can say right now, I want to be the president of the United States of America, and the universe will transpire to make that happen. Like, literally anything I can do. And that's all God. And I always pray that when people see me, I want them to see God. And I always ask God, like, God, just put me in a position to help your people. So that's why it's important to me. And it's been carrying me, my family, my friends through life. And I hope one day to be able to leave a legacy. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel so filled. I feel like a vessel. Like, I feel like I'm here to change the world in some type of way, in some type of impact. And I wouldn't have that vision if it wasn't for me having a praying family, a praying mother, a praying grandmother. Because I ain't supposed to be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally, like, when I was growing up, before I was born, my dad, he had a breakdown and literally, like, shot himself in front of my mom. And I don't want to tell her story because that's her story. But but we were both right there because I was in the womb. So absorbing that trauma on top of, you know what I'm saying, my mom dealing with that trauma, and she was carrying me. We was in Churchill in the house living with, with my grandma. That could have broke her, which could have broke me. So, like, the thing is, I'm just only God carried us through that. So everything, my whole life is a testament. I'm a vessel. I'm here to help people. I feel like as long as you're
Let's go.
Person, yeah, like, as long as you're a good person, you do good by people, do good by yourself, treat people right, you straight. Like, it ain't even.
So you got faith. We got the juice. We got. Why you think people? What you said is the way my brain think. I'm thinking, like, why everybody can't feel like this?
Because everybody is not healed. Everybody not healed. Like, it took me a long time. It took me a long time to get to this place. Like, yeah, like I used to project things on people. I used to misunderstand things. I used to feel like people were attacking me with their words. I used to feel like I couldn't really comprehend that well. But guess what? Those is my issues, baby. I can't be mad at you for how I feel. And a lot of people don't feel like that. We don't learn a lot of management of relationships, because a lot of times in the hood, how you handle a situation, you fighting, or you know what I'm saying, you killing somebody. Listen to the music that we listen to. We talk about shooting up people's grandma's house. Like, it's like if you grow up in that environment, that's all you know is survival. We in a survival.
Faith though, man.
Yeah,
your
but
faith level is fire.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm blessed with. But it took a lot of therapy. It took a lot of talking things out. It took a lot of self-awareness, and a lot of people don't have time to deal with themselves. So yeah.
You feel sorry for them?
I do. Yeah, I do. I don't know how to help in that way, because those people like that, you can't be helped unless you want to be helped. But if you go to work and you see somebody that got an attitude all the time, it's just like, it's not me. Like, I can be irritated all I want at you for having an attitude, but you got to change yourself in order for you to have a better attitude. But it's, you know what I'm saying, you work around people like that, you see people like that all the time. People get mad and want to shoot somebody, or you know what I'm saying, we don't handle our anger well in our community a lot of times. So yeah, I do. I feel bad for those people, but I'm empathetic, so I try to give them grace. We pray for them. That's all I can do.
All right, last question, then we can be out.
Okay.
What's one of the biggest life lessons you learned?
One of the biggest life lessons that I have learned is you do not need a degree to be successful. Despite what anybody has said to me, like, cause I did it. Like, I literally followed the blueprint. I went to school. I got good grades. I went to college. I got a degree. I was still broke. Like, if you don't know how to manage your finances, and the thing is, like, I don't have a master's degree in business. I don't have any type of degree in business, but I'm the chief financial officer of a company because I bought it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say money is the root of all evil, but I feel like what you use money for is the root of all evil, the intention behind it. But if you actually putting it behind something, put some P behind your purpose, it's only up from here. It's only up. So that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. I'm sure next year it'll be something different. But yeah, and also we got to shout out the Wealth Empowerment Summit tomorrow. Oh, yeah. At the Fairfield Area Library in Richmond, Virginia, 3 to 5 p.m. It's going to be a vibe. We're going to have a CPA in the building. We're going to have my personal financial advisor and wealth manager, Devin Rose. We're going to have Xavier, who is the founder and CEO of Expire, one of the first Black men to ever serve as the education coordinator for, I believe it was Carver High School. So we're going to have some heavy hitters. Definitely some heavy hitters in the building. It's going to be a panel discussion, and It's literally just to empower my people. I'm not charging nobody for this event. I'm going to have a DJ. We're going to have a photo booth. Shout out to DJ 2 Kids. Shout out to Lola, Lolita on her photo booth. Like, it's going to be a vibe. We're going to have some food, drink, snacks, and it's all on me. Why? Because I want to empower my community to do better, and I want them to know that it ain't got to be a boring lecture. Like, we finna have a good time. We finna turn up, but we going to learn how to make some money too. So, come, man.
I don't know if what got into me, because I love and approve everything you just said. Aww. But I just be thinking, like, these niggas don't appreciate it though. Oh my God. Like, I would have just took that money and traveled the world, bro. I went to China or something.
But you know what? The thing
is, for my people, but
when you do something to help other people, every time I've given a big amount of money to something, I've gotten it back tenfold.
Yeah. That's the best part about it. I learned the more you bless people, the more God bless you. But it's just, man, the people be so trash. But you get blessed on the back end.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's my first event, so we'll see how it pan out. We'll see if it is more to come. But I'm a little excited right now, so I'm jaded about events. So I haven't had a bad experience yet, so maybe that's why I'm like, oh yeah, hip hip hooray. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if nobody gonna show up, but we gonna have it, and it's gonna be a good time regardless. So we in there.
When we get off here, I'm gonna clip that little piece and I'm gonna send it to you so you can share it.
Okay, for sure.
And I say, One of the biggest lessons I learned in life is you save money, man. One day it'll save you, man.
Yeah.
It's like a simple lesson, like an example. I'll get paid probably 500 or 1,000. If I get paid $500, you probably heard this before. I'll just take out 250 off it automatically.
Okay.
I was doing that for years, and now I'll take out 250, then I'll just take out like another 100, and I literally got money from last year I haven't touched. But people act like they can't save though, and I just be thinking you literally spend money every day on stuff you.
Yes.
Gas, chasing girls, chasing relationships. You can save money if you really wanted to save money. You can save money. But they say everybody ain't you. I'm sick of people.
Yeah. And when it comes to that, you just gotta lead the conversation and be like, "Well, God bless you and good luck."
Yeah, because I'm gonna watch this back when you was talking about. I'm like, she talking 20 and 30,000. I know people that never touched that money ever, and they older than both of us. And you just talking about it so casual. That made my heart smile. I ain't even gonna lie.
It depends on it depends on who you surround yourself with too, because like I've talked to people. I have a podcast too, and I was talking to an attorney one time, and he throwing around numbers like, yeah, because he works with professional people and he does like ground leasing deals. And I don't know if you are familiar with that, but it's certain people who own pieces of land. And like, for instance, if you are the owner of a basketball team and you want to put your arena on this land, you can rent the land from that person, but the building is yours. So he was saying like how, this person owns this $20,000 parcel of land. However, there's a $50 million building on top of it. And the ground lease, you might have the lease for about 20 years. You may pay $1, which is normal, $1 per month on this lease. However, after that 20 years, the building is yours because you own the lease, you own the ground. So if you own the ground, you own the building as well. So he throwing around numbers like, I'm do 50 million contracts, $100 million contract. And I'm sitting here listening to him like, bro, what? You know people with that kind of money? And he was like, yeah, like he's, so it's all in who you know, it's all in who you surround yourself with. I think that we got to know that the world is bigger than just us. Like it's actual people out here making moves, and this money, like $200, $500, that used to be a stretch for me, bro. Like that might as well have been $10,000 to me back in the day. But
I remember those days.
But now it's like, okay, cool, I can pull that out and spend it on an event and not get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's all been a blessing, man. But I definitely appreciate you having me on because you ain't have to do that. And I definitely enjoyed the conversation, and God bless you, and I just hope the best for everything for you, man. I got so much faith in you, and you got that hunger, you got that dog in you, so you could be straight regardless. I'm so proud of what you got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to edit this little clip for you and send it to you. Have a cool night.
All right, bro. You as well. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.